We were so frustrated. We won, but we were still mad at ourselves. Like, obviously, we were happy that we won the game, but we should have won by 20 points.
All right, guys, there you can see Mavs improving to 3-1 on the season with a 70-61 win, and Dimes a pretty good game, real good game actually. 22 points, 12 assists for those guys. Look, if you look at it, heat check, they had a couple opportunities in the third quarter. They got within one. It was 34-33, and then in the fourth quarter, it was 53-49 with 4 minutes left. Got as close to 65-59 with about 2 minutes left. But then the Mavs, of course, all 3 times they said no, and they put an end to this game.
With the Heat game, we really implemented a game plan, and we thought it worked really well. We really wanted to attack their paint and really make sure the drop-off was in the pick and roll. You know, they've talked a lot about how better their defense has gotten, and it has gotten better for sure, but we still thought that their paint was going to be easy to attack, and, you know, we were lucky enough that Dimes was able to get in there and get a few easy buckets, and, you know, was able to open up a few buckets for JLB, and, you know, Seam had 2 huge fourth quarter threes, and, you know, Dayfri played a great defensive game, and really we had just some spot-on defensive rotations, and that's really why we were able to win the game.
The pick and roll was very effective. That was our goal, to get that working, to force a switch, force the center drop off to get a switch on me, and that worked, which then got everyone else open. So we got JLB going, we got Devillon going, and everybody ended up with double digits.
Times when you look at this, you guys came out pretty hot, was shooting well from downtown, but they started slack off a little bit, and here come the Heat.
Yeah, so after the game, I was pretty mad about it because we were up by 13 in the second quarter. We just let off the gas and let them have life, and we could have really actually pushed it on them, and we didn't, and we should have. But like I said, a win's a win at the end of the day. But we definitely got to get better. Oh, we're definitely getting back in the lab. That was super sloppy. No. That should have been a flood. I already told one of them, I said it should have been a flood already. This isn't a good win for us. We got to get better. So we're getting back in the lab.
You're the most unhappy winners I've ever seen.
We know where we need to be as a team, and it's not here. So like we need to get better. So just
you can't just get complacent with winning. I mean, just like by a few points, you can't. Like that game specifically, we were upset with because we came out so strong and blew the lead. We only ended up winning the game by 9 points, I believe. So, which was unacceptable.
I think we played sloppy. We talked about that after the game. We didn't take open shots. We missed that a little bit. We missed some open passes. So we played a little bit sloppy. So the win didn't feel as good, I want to say.
To me, a win is a win. But to my teammates, I know how they feel. They want to blow every team out.
Yeah, so I'm never going to be happy with a 9-point win. It's always nice to win the game, you know, but when you're up by 13 in the second quarter, you know, in my opinion, we should have had our foot on the gas a little better and been able to control the game and win by more than 9. But you know, it's a lesson to learn. You know, we're getting better every day, and it's all good. So, you know, coming out with the victory is what's important.
We were so out of control all game. I can't even tell you. We played too damn quick. Normally, like the first quarter, we didn't play quick. We played methodical. Then we're trying to keep scoring 23 a quarter. We just started going.
No, it's because we kept trying to go pick and roll and like go at him, and it was working. It's just we were going too quick. Our mentality is not sort of to blow people out. It's more so to solidify ourselves as winners. We know that score differential matters in this league. You don't want to be put in a situation where you're going up against the best team because you missed 1 point against a team that you should have beat by 20. It's not to say anything against those teams, it's that we know what we can do. We should be able to do that every game, night in and night out.
As Jonah says over and over again, you can probably hear in team talks, point differential matters a lot. Knowing we had such a big lead against the Heat in the first quarter, and knowing we only beat them by 9, that's just not good enough for us. Every single time we know we have the grasp of the game, we know we can score more points.
That's always going to be Mavs Gaming's identity. Is every game matters, individual games matter, every quarter matters, every possession matters. We always have our foot on the gas. We always want to finish games, you know, with as much enthusiasm as possible.
You see some of the upper echelon teams in the league undefeated, some of them moving on to 3 wins. How big was it for y'all to get to 3-1?
It was huge because we lost to the 76ers, and they're one of the undefeated teams. And we want to be the best team in the league, and we want to be #1. that's all we aim for. Number one, we want good rankings and good seeding. So that's what we're aiming for, and that's what we came out tonight and tried to show.
I think it's important that I keep like referencing the fact that seeding in every game matters. So obviously next week's the tournament, and we really wanted a good seed in the tournament because we want to have a good draw in the bracket. So winning this week against Utah is massively important. They're a good team, and they were one of the teams that made it out of groups in the tip-off tournament. So they're definitely one of the elite teams in the league, and it's a victory we have to have. And being able to go 4-1 in the tournament is huge, and also it has playoff implications. Obviously these guys want to make playoffs.
Being that we had one loss already, that hurt us. We wanted to be undefeated. Of course, going into the tournament, we got the highest seed possible. But now every win matters for this tournament, the next tournament, and the playoffs. So we just want to have the highest seed possible.
Obviously we want to be seated higher, of course, but regardless, we got to play whoever's in front of us, doesn't matter who it is. So, of course we want to get the win, but I don't feel any pressure about it.
We need to prepare defensively. As long as we run sort of our set, we'll be fine on offense, but it's more so just locking in on defense as a team.
We're pretty confident in how good we are, and we put in the work, so we hope that pays off.
We have guys that are ready for the moment, they're made for it, and hopefully that can show next week in the tournament.